Welcome to Spaceverse, your portal to cosmic adventures. Stunning images from the James Webb Space Telescope are now unveiling a universe that stretches beyond the Big Bang. Following a groundbreaking discovery, scientists believe they may have found evidence of a universe that existed before the Big Bang. Nobel Prize-winning physicist Dr. Roger Penrose recently proposed that by looking deeper into the Big Bang, we could observe a universe that predates it. He compares the Big Bang to one of Escher's smooth boundaries, suggesting that we can imagine the universe extending beyond that boundary. Essentially, when we look back through the Big Bang, it's not just an inflationary phase that happened afterward, but one that began before it. The Webb telescope's latest discoveries are confirming that the Big Bang was not the true beginning of everything. The findings are truly astonishing, as they suggest a major shift in our understanding of the cosmos. In 1921, scientists discovered that our universe is expanding by observing the movement of galaxies. However, the concept of expansion is more complex than it seems. To simplify, think of a blank sheet of paper that stretches infinitely in every direction. This sheet represents the fabric of space. When scientists say the universe is expanding, they mean that this fabric of space is stretching. To visualize this, imagine placing two galaxies on the expanding space. As the space stretches, you'll see that the galaxies move farther apart. It might seem like the universe is expanding from a specific center, but that's not quite the case. Let's add a third galaxy to our analogy on the paper. As you watch, all three galaxies start moving away from each other. This shows us that there's no one central point from which the expansion originates. In fact, no matter where you are in the universe, it'll always feel like you're at the center because everything else is moving away from you. That's the beauty of the expansion. Every point in space is stretching. What's even more fascinating is that scientists have noticed the farther a galaxy is from us, the faster it seems to be moving away. This means that not only is space expanding, but it's accelerating. For every 3.26 million light years we look out into space, galaxies seem to speed up by 70 kilometers/s. Here's where it gets really interesting. If we consider Earth as the center of the universe at a certain distance from us, space expands faster than the speed of light. Galaxies beyond that point are moving away from us faster than light itself. But don't worry, this doesn't violate Einstein's rule that nothing can travel faster than light. Einstein's rule applies to objects moving through space, not space itself. What's happening is that space itself is stretching faster than light, which is totally allowed by the laws of physics. For centuries, we've been peering into the universe with telescopes. Everything we've ever seen exists within a vast region called the Hubble sphere, which is about 48 billion light years across. All the most distant galaxies we've discovered so far are located within the space. It's mind-blowing to think about how much more is out there waiting to be uncovered. Galaxies within the Hubble sphere are still moving away from us, but at speeds slower than light, so their light can still reach us. Some light from galaxies beyond this sphere started its journey toward us billions of years ago and will eventually arrive. This means the Hubble sphere is expanding over time, allowing us to see farther into the universe. However, the Hubble sphere won't expand indefinitely. Beyond a certain point, galaxies are moving away so rapidly that their light will never reach us. This creates a limit to how far we can observe the universe. And this boundary is known as the observable universe, which spans about 93 billion light years in diameter. There are countless more galaxies and stars beyond the observable universe, but we don't know just how vast the entire universe is. Many scientists believe the universe could be infinite in size. Now here's another fascinating mystery that adds to the strangeness of our universe. When we observe distant parts of it, we're actually looking back in time. We're not seeing those regions as they are today, but as they were in the past, because light takes time to travel through space. For instance, if we observe something 1 light year away, we're actually seeing it as it was a year ago. The farther we look, the further back in time we see. So far, scientists have observed more than 13 billion light years into the early universe with advanced telescopes. These observations have helped scientists create a standard model of the universe, showing what it looked like at different points in history. If you look beyond 13 billion light years, you'll encounter the Dark Ages, a time when the entire universe was shrouded in dark clouds of hydrogen gas. According to the standard cosmological model, if we could gaze all the way to the edge of our observable universe, about 13.8 billion light years away, we would witness the very first moment of the universe, the Big Bang. Scientists believe that at the beginning, the entire universe was compressed into an incredibly small point known as a singularity. We don't fully understand what this singularity looked like because our current scientific theories break down when attempting to describe it. Just as the edge of the observable universe sets a limit to how far we can see in space, the Big Bang marks the point where we can no longer look back in time. Scientists believe there's nothing beyond the Big Bang. What we do know is based on our foundational understanding of the universe, developed from decades of observation and theory. However, recent findings from the James Webb Space Telescope suggest that the Big Bang might not have been the true beginning after all. Evidence now points to a strange universe that existed even before the Big Bang, and the Webb telescope's new observations strongly support this theory. Take a look at this stunning image captured by the James Webb Space Telescope, showing light from a supernova that exploded 10.2 billion light-years away. What makes this image even more remarkable is that, due to a phenomenon known as gravitational lensing, the same supernova appears in 3 different places at once. Scientists are using this supernova to measure the rate at which the universe is expanding. Supernovae are invaluable for this purpose, as they provide key insights into the universe's growth. However, the latest calculations based on this supernova suggest that the universe is expanding faster than we had previously thought. In fact, the latest measurements are so unexpected that they suggest the universe's expansion might have started even before the Big Bang. This groundbreaking idea is also backed by Nobel laureate Dr. Roger Penrose, who believes space's expansion actually began before the Big Bang itself. Dr. Penrose explains, "The inflationary model says you get this inflation right after the Big Bang. I'm saying no, it was already there before the Big Bang. The effects that look like an exponential expansion after the Big Bang, I claim, are actually explained by the presence of this expansion before the Big Bang." In other words, when you look back through the Big Bang rather than seeing inflation after it, you're actually witnessing it before. But this is just one of many discoveries suggesting that the universe may have existed in some form before the Big Bang. Over time, scientists have gathered a wealth of evidence supporting this mind-blowing idea. The James Webb Space Telescope, for example, has detected galaxies at distances never before possible. These galaxies are much more abundant, massive, mature, structured, and higher in metallicity than the Big Bang theory predicts, all while existing at greater distances than expected by traditional cosmology. One of the Webb telescope's most astonishing findings was capturing a flash of light from beyond the so-called dark ages of the universe. According to the current cosmological model, we shouldn't be able to see anything from that era. Yet Webb's observations defy this understanding, challenging scientists to rethink some of the core principles of cosmology. The James Webb Space Telescope continues to reveal strange phenomena from the early universe, suggesting that the Big Bang may not have been the true start of everything. For instance, the discovery of unusual objects just a few hundred million years after the Big Bang hints that the universe might have had a history even before that defining event. Check out these incredible galaxies recently spotted by the James Webb Space Telescope. One of them, named JWST 14, holds the record as one of the most distant galaxies ever discovered. What's even more mind-blowing is that this galaxy was observed only 290 million years after the Big Bang. Scientists are now scratching their heads, wondering how nature could create such a bright, massive, and large galaxy in under 300 million years. And get this, astronomers believe that in the next decade, the Webb telescope could uncover many more galaxies like this, possibly even from earlier times. These discoveries have caused scientists to rethink everything we thought we knew. Some galaxies in the early universe are forming so rapidly that they completely defy our current understanding. For instance, some of these galaxies are too massive, with too many stars packed into them. It doesn't add up. They shouldn't have been able to grow that large so quickly. There simply wouldn't have been enough ordinary matter in the universe to create that many stars. As a result, some researchers are calling for a major update to our standard model of cosmology, which is largely based on the decades-old Big Bang theory. The Big Bang theory traditionally suggests that nothing existed before the Big Bang, but the Webb telescope's findings are throwing that idea into question. There are signs that the universe may have existed in some form even before the Big Bang. Even the renowned Nobel Prize-winning physicist Dr. Roger Penrose is backing this idea. He proposes that the universe existed in a previous eon before the Big Bang. In a fascinating interview, Dr. Penrose explained this concept by using a famous painting by Dutch artist M.C. Escher, which portrays angels and devils in a mind-bending, endless loop. The painting serves as a visual metaphor for the universe stretching beyond the Big Bang. Here's an interesting thought. You can represent infinity in a picture, making it appear as though it exists within a finite distance. While it may look like a boundary in the context of the devils and angels in the image, they continue on forever. This is an example of hyperbolic geometry, which offers a fascinating way to represent infinity. Dr. Penrose uses this concept to illustrate space-time and the Big Bang, suggesting that it's similar to one of those Escher boundaries, smooth and finite, yet the universe could extend beyond that region. Even though the Escher image has a boundary, you could imagine the space-time continuing outward. However, while the angels and devils can't step beyond the boundary because they adhere to the rules of distance, photons, on the other hand, can transcend those limits. These groundbreaking discoveries suggest the possibility of a universe that existed before the Big Bang, which, if proven true, would change our understanding of the cosmos forever. And that's it for today on Spaceverse. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share your thoughts on these exciting new findings from the James Webb Space Telescope. Until next time, keep looking up